Today, I want to give some examples of irony, postmodern irony, and post-irony after having read the first 5 paragraphs of the Wikipedia article on post-irony. Okay, let's get started. Irony is composed of a multitude of types of irony. However, I'm only concerned with verbal irony because I think it most aptly serves as the backbone upon which the other types of irony are built. Also, I've linked some Wikipedia articles in the subjective description that you can enjoy after you let me corrupt your sense of humor with dark humor steeped in several layers of irony. Anyways, verbal irony is very Jonathan Swift. An example of verbal irony is anyone saying, "I wake up every day content, deeply fulfilled, and enriched by a non-contingent self-esteem. The secret to all of this was bottling up or otherwise invalidating my emotions under an arrogantly immature and oversimplified intuitive psychological paradigm chiefly informed by toxic masculinity and the egos and self-centeredness of those who have hurt my feelings." As you can see, the verbal irony can be used to convey something else than what is being said, normatively. But sometimes verbal irony can probe the ontology of beliefs. An example of this would be a person saying, "I, as a person in an individualistic and egoistic country, hereby affirm that I do not have opinion superposition, even after observation, wherein, after asking questions and probing metaphilosophies of a myriad of things as a hobby out of a burning desire to get closer to the truth, I simultaneously am infatuated and repulsed by an idea with two mutually antipathic elements of my soul." As you can see, the irony has some complexity, but it's just one layer, which is very, very boring. Postmodern irony often employs a return to sincerity, but instead of there being 0 layers of irony, there are now 2 layers of irony. It'll make more sense with an example. For example, someone saying, "Because of the invalidation of my emotions, and thus my dehumanization and the invalidation of what feels irrevocably to be a part of who I am, because of a lack of a coherent belief system, a lack of a sense of belonging, a non-contingent self-esteem, self-acceptance even, and because of the year 2020 and how the struggles I have faced, and the abject despair that permeates my every chemical reaction pales in comparison to what pales in comparison to what pales in comparison to the most grotesque absurdity of the world, its implicit unfairness, and the common resignation to it. I gaze in awe as people become distracted and entertained by works of fiction." But postmodern irony, while fascinating, doesn't fully encapsulate the beauty of Generation Z humor. And yes, you can question my use of generation as a descriptive tool and rehash some of the questions of epistemology pertaining to skepticism. But that's for another video. Now, it's time to delve into post-irony. Post-irony is where the sincerity and verbal irony are meshed in such a way as to basically display opinion superposition. For example, one could say, "I am encouraged by the fact that I enjoy drinking water when I'm thirsty, eating unhealthy foods, and getting ego boosts from external validation on social media. The fact that I am unable to escape my ego provides me with some sense of hope in that I don't have to choose whether or not I can embrace the subjective, because subjective in this infinitely expansive mystery is embracing me." And that's it. If you like the video, even infinitesimally more than Jake Paul's "It's everyday bro," like this video to rectify the YouTube algorithm. And remember to never stop learning, asking questions, questioning, and thinking.